Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I posted a video on my channel, but we're back here today and we were playing in a tournament. I have not played in a tournament in a very long time, and this is the final game that I am playing in the tournament. Right now I have 237 points. I was very surprised by this as my goal was originally just 100, but it turns out with a lot of hard work and dedication, you can get pretty far. So right now I'm at 237 points. In my last game, I barely got in. There was like 10 minutes left till the tournament was over. So I barely got in. I see this kid right here. I did not want to fight early in the game. I wanted to secure as much points as possible to try and get the best placement in the tournament, because this was the best I've ever done in a tournament in my Fortnite career. So this kid is he's taking it very seriously. This kid really wants to win. So I try to go down and met up. He just keeps taking my walls. I get a little bit pooped on right there, but I get the crack. He still has my wall. I'm missing shots. He's missing shots. He tries to take this wall, I edit out the other way, and I get that nice shot on him. Since he was a sweat, you already know what I had to do. Just wait for it. I had to emote on him because he had Twitch in his name. So I changed my skin because I didn't like the other skin that I was wearing. And now I just start farming up materials for any situation I might be in. I'm walking up this mountain here, trying to rotate without going through Misty because that is a very bad idea and I don't want to get pushed or W keyed. I realize I have one med kit, so I tried to keep it as in case if I'm in storm and I need to use it. So a couple minutes later, whatever, I'm still doing the same thing, farming materials, trying to get max materials as possibly can. And I see this kid down here trying to rotate. I didn't know if he saw me, so I tried not to spray at him. But I thought he would be a pretty good kill to get. He seemed not very good at the game, so I thought I could get a nice beam on him and then push him. So that's what I tried to do right here, but as you can see, all my shots missed. So then in my head I was just wanting him not to try and fight me and just go to zone, and turns out he was actually doing that like a very normal player would do, and I appreciate that for him because he really helped me throughout this last game to get as much points as I possibly could. The key about these tournaments or any tournament is you just have to have fun with it, because if you're not having fun with it, then it's just not good for you to play. But if you're having fun while playing the tournament, then it makes you perform way better, and it makes you feel good when you accomplish your goal that you set beforehand. I overachieved my goal of just 100 points. This was mainly about eliminations, but if you could get to the end game, you did get a lot of points. The majority of my points came from placement, but if you got a lot of kills, that really helped you get to that 300 range. There was a couple games where I died off spawn, and you just have to have the mindset that you can do better, and each game it's going to be different, and never give up, never quit in the tournament, because you never know what can happen. Even if you die off spawn 1 or 2 games, you can still get a lot of kills and placement points to still rank high in these tournaments. That's what some pros have done. They've died off spawn once or twice and then ended up winning the entire tournament. So that's what you have to do. That's the mindset that you have to have if you're gonna try to become a professional Fortnite player or in any game and want to try to earn money or get recognized in this game or any game for that matter. So I'm in Storm right now. I saw there was like 2 or 3 people in zone. I did not want to fight that, so I tried to box up and pop a med kit. But unfortunate for me, there's someone above me. So right here, in my mind, I wasn't thinking very highly. I thought I was gonna die, to be honest. I thought this kid was gonna kill me. But that's why you just gotta keep believing in yourself and just gotta keep working hard. Because if you do, it will pay off eventually. So I just try to avoid this kid because I really do not want to battle. But I see the Storm's pretty good, so I mean, I'm ready for a battle. I'm just hoping he runs away so I can get placement points, because I was mainly playing for placement points this game. Because it was my last game, so I wanted to try. And it just started giving me points for placement, so I just want to continue that to happen. So I see that kid starts pushing those other kids in Storm that I saw. So then I see it's my chance to rotate. I look behind me, make sure he's not spraying me. I go on the slow side of zone where not many people would actually be at. I decide I was gonna hide in this house because I didn't really know where I was gonna rotate, because I didn't want to go in Lazy Lake because I thought there would be a lot of kids there. So I decided to hide in this little house here because it's on the edge of zone, which is very good if you're trying to get some placement points. And then just don't be in those big locations or in the wide open, because that could be really bad situations and people will try to target you and kill you for points. So right here is just me looking at where like the entire zone is. And I'm just sitting in here waiting for some placement points because this is my last game and I don't really want to die. I just want to get the most points I can and then try to drop a lot of kills end game. So skipping ahead, I'm still waiting here. I got a decent amount of placement and I have to rotate, so I know I have to go out of this building. I eventually get out of the building after a very long time waiting in there. And I start to rotate. I know I'm at a slight disadvantage on being on console and not amazing ping, but you just gotta learn to deal with it and work what you have. And my plan, or how I play the tournament, is gonna be different from how maybe a different console player would play it or a PC player would play it. People always have a different plan that they have going into a tournament, whether they're gonna just go for kills or go for kills a certain amount of games and then play placement for others. Everyone has different plans of how they do it, and it's just if you can the main I'm trying to think of how to word this. The main thing, no matter what your plan is you just have to execute it. And if one game doesn't go correctly, you don't change up your entire plan, but you just got to keep or make slight changes to your plan. Don't change your entire plan, and always have a positive mindset. Positive mindset is key to have in these games, and you should always have hope, no matter how bad you may think the situation is. There's always a possibility that you could just have a one good game or multiple great games, and that just launches you up on the, skyrockets you on the leaderboard to a high placement. Since this was the first tournament I played in a while, I felt very nervous and anxious, but as I went on, I felt more comfortable as I was in and playing these games. My tournament mindset, my plan that I had was pretty much I was going to play passive the entire time and try to get all the placement, because I thought placement was pretty much how at least I was going to get most of my points, which it was. But kills were definitely a major factor in getting from that top 2 or 3% to getting to that high top 2% or the 1%. Eliminations are the difference from being at the top of the leaderboard, at the very top of the leaderboard, as in like you being in like 2,000 to 6,000 place. But top 1 is you getting that first place to 1,000 place. All those people there had eliminations, not the majority of their points, but they had at least 1/4 of their points came from eliminations. So if you are trying to win a tournament, eliminations are definitely key. I'm not saying you have to drop like 10 kills every game necessarily to win a tournament, but if you can average 5 kills a game and win at least 1 or 2 games and average a decent placement through how many ever games you play, you should definitely be in the top 1% according to my thoughts and logic. So right here, I'm still playing passive, camping in my cone, trying to get as much placement as possible, because each time a person died, I got 1 point added to my total. So I start to rotate here. Since I saw there was a perfect right side rotate over here, I go use these builds as cover, which is a very good move by me, but this is not a very good move. I put myself on a terrible layer to be at, especially with other people's builds being here. I started feeling the pressure, and I get shot because that was pretty much all of his stuff. I tried to get up to try and heal, box myself up, met up. I'm trying to conserve as much mats as possible because that is the utmost importance. See, and even though I was in the bad situation there, I still kept my cool and had a positive mindset. I was still going to stay alive to finish out this game and perform my best. And I do that. I'm up here. I have to long rotate. I know it's going to be difficult, so I'm going to wait for these other people to rotate and try to follow them behind. And even though you may lose 1 or 2 games off spawn, that doesn't mean you're out of the tournament necessarily. You can still have really good games and come back to win the tournament. All it takes is hard work and dedication. Remember that. So I'm looking for myself on the leaderboard after I died to Storm in the tournament. I'm looking for myself, and I find myself there. The best placement I've ever had in the tourney. Thanks for watching the video, guys. See ya.